Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy Podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, it's our man, 21, Armando, 21. And from the hill country of Texas, Austin, it's our man, Retrofit Sports, Hook 'em, it's Rue. And from Tucson, Arizona, the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast is Kuiper AZ. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520. What's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what the day is. The day is Tuesday. What happens on Tuesday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. Hey, man, to my right, to my left, to my left, to my right, to my right, to my left. It's my homeboy from the capital city of Texas, the hill country. It's our man, Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em. What's up, man? It's Rue. What's up, baby?
Man, Game 7. Game 7. I mean, what else can I? How else can I be so happy to see my boys just come through in the clutch? Miko ranting and reigning supreme over his former team hat trick in the third period. First time to ever happen in a Game 7 in a World Stanley Cup Finals or Stanley Cup playoffs. It's a beautiful thing, and I love it. I'm ready for Winnipeg Jets go down. Let's go, Stars. Love my
Let's
boys.
let's go Stars, man. How was the weekend, brother? How was the weekend?
Oh, dude, it was good. It was good. I mean, just just going through the regular motion, man. I got a new dog, so I'm wrangling in the new dog, and my old dog is going through it. Tell me how crazy this shit is, bro. I adopted this dog. This dog is a month apart from my current dog. It's 6 years old. It turned 6 the day before I adopted it, which tripped me the hell out. I was like, that's crazy. But they're literally like a month apart, so they're both 6, and they just be going nuts. But my first dog is going through that only child syndrome kind of bullshit, and he's like, "Who the hell is this bitch fucking with my bowl and my goddamn toys?" And she is not getting on the fucking bed, bro. Like, this is not how this works, bitch. This is my house. Who the fuck is this girl? And I'm like, man, you better chill out. She just got out of jail, dog. She'll fuck you up.
Well, we don't want no drama in the household. We don't want no drama in the household. Well, look, man, we got a special show tonight, man. We got our homeboys from the NFC East, man. This joining us today, man. Let's pop up, everybody, man. We got Danny for the Giants fan. We got KJ McCoy. We got John for Ball and Burgundy. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
What up? What up?
What up?
What's up, guys? Hey,
Man, I understand that dog completely. Like you're like I some little fucking barking dogs are a nuisance when you were the big dog and shit, fucking at your bowl and shit. But so I'm just like to chirp.
they do like to. Fellas, man, we decided like last week what we did. You know, everybody damn near had a draft show. So you know, I was supposed to come on like 2 different shows, and then we did a show, and I was just like, man, it's kind of hard to hit everybody's show. But what we wanted to do is do a round the conference recap. Okay, what y'all thought about y'all draft, about our draft, and you know, where
Is
y'all
that
think
Robert? That's Robert right there. That's my dog right there. What's up, dog?
Huh?
Robert, who? What are you talking about, Mike?
Never mind, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
What? Like, I was so confused.
Anyway, that's Mikey. Everybody, if y'all don't know Mikey, that's
If y'all don't
Mikey.
know Mikey, that's Mikey.
What's up, Mikey? What's up, Mikey?
Yes, certain outbursts sometimes. You know, don't worry about it. It's
No
the
doubt.
Tourette. You know, but hey, Danny, we'll start with you
Yeah.
first, man. We'll start with you first. Since your pick was higher than everybody else's. Danny,
What's up?
y'all had some changes going on in your organization.
Most def.
Philadelphia thanks you so much for not signing your damn running back and everything like that.
You're
But look,
welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Thanks a fucking lot. Like thanks a fucking lot. Incompetence.
It is what it is, man. They dropped the
so,
ball on that one. I got you.
so Danny, y'all started off with a hell of a pick.
For sure.
Abdul
Most def.
Carter. Abdul Carter
That's a good
was your number one pick, man. Were you happy with Abdul Carter, man?
I most
said it?
definitely was, man. We needed somebody like that. So I mean, he's gonna bring out we needed identity, so he's gonna bring that to us. So I'm all for it. He's gonna be a beast. He's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You know?
Now, will this help Thibodeau out, man? Because
I hope
I've
so.
I've been saying Thibodeau, is he kind of busting or what? What is he doing?
I wouldn't say that just yet. You know, but I hopefully this will boost his, you know, his confidence up a little bit, you know.
Mhm.
So
But can I ask a question?
Yeah,
Because
go
this
ahead.
has been all over media, right? So first of all, this guy has the nerve to want basically one of the best players that ever played the damn game, LT's number,
yeah,
right? The fucking
yeah.
gall of this punk ass kid that don't know shit, right? And then, but you know what?
I, I
I
love
have no
Mikey already. I
reservation.
love Mikey already.
I have no
Okay.
reservations for him taking Phil Sims' number. Like if he, you know what, Phil Sims walking with Jeff Hollister ring on him. You know what I mean? So you know what? I have no problems with him taking the 11. But you have the nerve. You haven't made one tackle in the league, not nothing, and want one of the great North Carolina's best LT, one of the best defensive players, change the damn game. No, these entitled ass kids. I swear to God.
Well, let Danny answer the question.
I
Danny.
mean, me, me personally, like, it's like I wouldn't want that pressure to be brought on him because if you wear 56, you better bring it. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
And that pressure's
So,
already there now.
right. So I
You put
mean,
it
Hey,
on
hey, guys.
yourself.
I'm sorry, I got to get a caveat. So I'm getting back bariatric surgery in like 2 weeks, and I'm only allowed one meal a day. So if I'm kind of on one, I apologize. There's a big caption. So I'm sorry. But I picked the right day to start this shit with all these motherfuckers in my life.
Hey man, they're our friends. We're friends today. We're not enemies today. We're all friends today. So
word,
Danny,
word. Yes, sir.
I
Hey,
got,
woo
I got a
sawing
question.
over there, man.
I got a
You
question.
are acting up, bro.
Yeah, is he
I got a
okay?
question. I got a question, Danny. All right.
Go ahead,
So I
Chris.
know on our show when we saw that the Giants jump back in the first round, okay? And I know you did. I've been watching. You've been on the Shador train for
I
a
was
right.
Oof.
When
before,
they
way before. Yeah,
jump back in the first round, what did you think?
I really thought they was gonna grab Shador. Like
Mm-hmm.
I really thought they were gonna do that. When I saw they grab Jackson Dart, I was like, okay, that's fine. I'm cool with it. Before the draft, I was saying if the Giants don't leave this draft without a quarterback, it's a complete failure. That's what I kept
Mhm.
saying. So I
Uh-huh.
mean, if it wasn't Shador, my second choice was Jackson Dart. So they got my second choice. I'm gonna ride with it. So
You really felt that strongly about it with this quarterback class? I mean,
y-
truthfully, you could have
yeah,
waited a year.
I
You
don't
already
want. I
have
don't want to
you
win.
have
I don't.
Russell in the building.
I'm not waiting a year.
Russell's
I'm not
better than
waiting.
anything you brought out last year.
Nah,
And
I'm not
and
waiting.
ultimately, this draft, do you really believe in your heart of hearts that you have the future with Jackson Dart?
I absolutely do. We do. We do.
Pull that
As
Florida
long as he's
tape next
better than
time you get
Daniel
a chance.
Jones, I mean, we'll see
We
what
do.
happens.
I,
I
I
mean,
think I don't know if he's that much better than Daniel Jones. What makes him that much different than Daniel Jones? He went to a D1 school? Is
I
that
mean,
why? Is
that's
that,
the
is
He
that
has
thing.
a
what it
cool.
is?
He has
Daniel
a
Jones
Help
cooler
me
name.
understand.
he went to
He
I
Duke.
has a
mean,
cooler
And
name.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. And,
yeah.
and, and the only reason I'm going to give you a little bit, just a little bit of a benefit of the doubt, these motherfuckers' jobs are on the line.
Yes.
These dudes'
They
jobs are
are desperate.
100%, 1000% on the line. And I know for a fact that your coach, Brian Daboll, was grilling these motherfuckers during those interviews. And I don't think
Oh,
Shador Sanders took it very well. I
well,
don't think he took it well.
Well, he
no,
had headphones on. I heard.
they were saying that he wasn't prepared for interview, and then Dable called him out on it. So I mean it
Here's the
was a lot of
thing.
stuff going on.
My thing
Yeah.
on Jackson Dart, he's got a lot of bad tape. That dude's got a lot of bad tape. A lot of bad tape.
Mm.
A lot of high expectations at Ole Miss this season. Preseason, especially. A lot of
when
But
high
you
expectations.
forget he played at USC too, though. The
I'm
only
just talking
reason
about
he
last
didn't.
year. I'm not worried about
Mm.
USC. And if we're
But
gonna pull up
but
USC
that's the
tape,
talent and the
that probably
acumen
ain't
that
that
kid
much.
has.
I mean, USC, what have they done lately?
He has an upside. He has an upside. He has an upside.
I
Hey,
see the
you lucky
upside.
Leaky Riley's over there.
I
You
see the
lucky. Well,
upside.
that's a whole other thing part.
I see the upside. I'm just very curious to know how much better he's going to be. And ultimately, I don't think he's going to start. I think you're going to start out with
No,
Russell
I'm not.
Wilson.
I wouldn't. And there are a lot of people saying that he should start
I don't
right
think
away.
so.
I say no. I say
Not
hell
in New
no.
York. They'll tear his ass apart.
I say hell no. He should redshirt his first year. Possibly the next year he'll start, but I think this year he should just ride it out and learn. You know.
Yeah, because I was thinking, man, when y'all drafted Jackson Dart, I was like, I said the same thing. Damn, that's Daniel Jones. Same height,
Mm.
same weight, same stats. I just what I thought. I was just like, you should have kept Daniel Jones. you know,
For
I
140
hey,
million, maybe.
yeah,
hey,
because
but hold on.
hold
But
on,
like everybody else on the panel, you guys weren't mad.
Mike, hold on. So basically, what I was saying, reason I said that because
Yeah.
he's a statue, but Daniel Jones was athletic. You know, but you got to think about it, man. How many times have the Giants changed coaching staff and offensive coordinators? And Daniel Jones was the effect of all those changes, and y'all expected him to be elite. So I was just like, when y'all got, I actually liked. I thought he was a great athlete, man.
Don't be surprised he starts in Indianapolis.
I thought it was coaching.
You think he's winning that job?
Don't be surprised if it's competition and it's closer than you think. Don't be surprised. I've never seen a quarterback quit on their team in my entire life, and I'm obviously we're not going to drag the Colts into this, but I've never seen a quarter. I'm tired.
I'm gonna need a breather.
I ain't never seen that in my life.
Acting up.
No, McCoy saw that in the Super Bowl. McCoy saw that shit in the Super Bowl from his quarterback. McCoy saw that shit in the Super Bowl from his quarterback.
Jalen Hurts?
No, he's
Donovan McNabb, 2004.
I was 5 years old. So.
Donovan didn't sub out. Donovan
You're not saying me, KJ. Really?
Puked at
I was still
halftime or whatever.
processing
He
things.
didn't sub out.
All I
Don't
know is
act
that
like
him
that.
and Theo were having a feud, and he vomited on the field. That's all I know. I was 5 years
That's
old.
all.
I was too. So I'm like, I gotta hop in this hot tub time machine and go back.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I thought Jalen had a great Super Bowl, both Super Bowls, but I was like,
I'm gonna say he's decent.
Yeah. So Danny, after your first two picks, anybody else that you guys picked out that you were excited about? I know one. I was pissed off about Scatterboo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So basically, it's funny story. Like I was during this draft, I had posted in my story, Giants, please, if you want what's best for Tyrone Tracy, draft Cam Scatterboo. Crazy enough, I tagged the Giants, and like a few hours later, they draft him, which is wild. I actually wanted him though. I actually really, really wanted him. He's a really, really good running back. He will run through a pole. He will run through poles like, it's like it's his college tape, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And he can catch.
His high school tape is
And
insane
He
too.
can catch. He can block.
Bro. Yeah, everything, bro. Everything.
As an Arizona Wildcat, fuck that guy, but he's fucking amazing. Amazing ass kid.
Yeah.
I'll never forget what he did to my Texas Longhorns. That shit was ridiculous.
Bro,
That man was held to 47
That
yards.
tape turned me on. I was like, oh.
They say he could be the steal of the draft, so let's see what happens.
Yeah, I wanted him so bad, man. I was like, I wanted Scatterboo. I wanted him just for toughness, period. And, if you watch his tape, this kid can catch out the backfield. He can throw the ball. He's tough. Everybody talking about his breakaway speed. I'm an old football guy. 4 yards in a cloud of dust for me. Win game. Everybody wants a high flying, throw the ball downfield, but this kid is gonna punch you in the mouth, and he's a closer.
And
he'll crack you 25. He'll crack you 30,
and he can throw the two.
He can throw it. He can throw the football,
but he'll crack you some yards. He'll crack you 15. He'll crack you 20.
Facts.
He'll crack you some yards.
Yard after contact, baby.
Fourth quarter, he's gonna be a pain in the fucking ass to deal with.
As long as he's not gassed to the gills, he's
look. Don't take that. Everybody talking about how he get gas. The only reason everybody talking about how he get gas is because of that Texas game. And I'm telling you right now, that kid had 46 yards in the first half. He put up 350 total for the game, and
he's a dog.
Yeah, he was tired. The whole fucking team was relying on him. He was
throwing up on the sideline. I was like,
it was bad.
Drink some water. He's like,
and I'm telling you right now. I mean, Longhorns had plenty of draft picks. Two defensive tackles that went third round or better in this draft.
I was so jealous. I was jealous of two picks. I knew y'all were going to get somebody at least at 3. We already knew that.
Yeah.
At 3,
we're going to get somebody right for sure.
But the Scatterboo pick, I was like, these mother.
I was like, of all the places, and I was like, wait a minute,
baby. Let Joe cook, baby.
Your D tackle out of Toledo.
Oh, I love him. Darius
Alexander.
Alexander, yeah. Yep.
That's probably the steal of the draft. Like for your draft, that's probably your steal of your draft. Yeah, because him next to Dexter, that's going to be interesting.
I like the other guy that we drafted, the offensive lineman. I forgot what the other guy we drafted from Purdue.
I'll pick it up.
Oh, Embo.
Oh,
Yeah,
Marcus Mbo.
Embo, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So he's familiar with Tyrone
Yeah.
Tracy. So
Yeah.
it's working. Hopefully everything works out. So
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Mbo, I like
tell you
Mbo.
this.
I thought
I'll
he
tell
might
you
go to the
this.
interior.
I think your over under for the season is either 5.5 or 6.5.
ours was 5. It was 5. Yeah.
Slamming, and I'm
5.
telling you right now, I am slamming the over. I'm slamming the over.
well,
I feel like that's easy money.
Hey, Rue, what we bitch about the Cowboys improving, how everybody in the East improves every year, but we just stay the same, and it pisses me off because the Giants is getting better.
For me, it's simple.
I mean,
You got two guys that are desperately trying to hold on to their jobs.
Yeah.
They're doing
Dayball has
everything they
another
can.
5-win season. He gonna be out of here.
He might be gone by
Joe Sheen,
mid-season.
Goodbye. Like
Mid-season, he might be gone.
if he don't pull together some wins this year, good luck, bro. They're getting 7 to 9 in my opinion.
So Danny, my final question with you, but you can stay as long as you want.
But
Danny,
definitely,
are you satisfied with the Giants draft?
absolutely.
Okay. Hey, you heard it from him. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And all I remember
Best draft I saw.
all I remember was Sneaky posting Danny saying, "I'm hammered." He was at the draft party.
Bro, man, I was at the draft party. The liquor was flowing. Everything was a blur. Everything was a blur.
All right. Hey, man, look, like I said, you can stay as long as you want to, but we're going to the Commanders now. All right. Now,
No doubt, no
Commanders,
doubt.
if y'all don't know, it is my son's team. Can you believe that?
Hey,
Really?
Hey.
My son is a
Wow.
diehard
my guy.
fan. Hey, it's like this. Now, let me explain the story. Let me explain it. Okay. So when he was about, let's see, 12, 13, he really got into the video games. Okay. So he got into video games, and one day he was playing with the Redskins, and his favorite player on the Redskins was Chris Cooley. Okay.
Yep.
Every time he threw to Chris Cooley, he caught the ball on the game, right? So next thing you know, it was packages coming to the house. I was like, okay, what packages? And it's Redskin crap. I'm like, what the hell is this? I'm like,
My
I
guy.
say, Jay, what's up? What's up, Jay?
You would.
Yeah, I like the risk. I said, okay. I said, let me explain this to you. If it's your team, it's your team for life. I ain't gonna tell you who to cheer for because I'm a Cowboy fan. Don't mean you got to be a Cowboy fan. But if it's your team, it's your team for life.
Right.
He say,
Yep.
okay. And he
Mhm.
been there faithfully.
It's been rough.
And
That's what's up, though.
God bless that
So,
boy.
so
Kudos to
everybody was
him.
everybody's like,
Yeah.
Chris, we know you die hard. You crazy Cowboy. And your son the command. I said, hey man, that's who he chose.
Chris
I
said
was
it's
never
the reason,
one
man.
of
Right.
I was never one of those, hey, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. Hey,
Oh, that's
we
good.
all make our own choices, right?
You don't have to pressure him to be a Cowboys fan. It's like whatever he chooses, he chooses, you know?
Hey,
Yeah.
and I told him, I said, man, unfortunately, people make bad choices, but hey, that's what you do. Oh,
Eric said that in the comments. Eric said you failed him as a father. And the
Yeah, I saw that. too.
That's terrible.
Eric.
Eric,
Boots on the ground,
Hey,
Eric, my guy.
sir. Put the
Damn.
beer down, Eric. Put the
He's
beer
never been
down.
to jail.
He's
never
already
been to
drinking.
jail.
He's already
He's never
drinking, huh?
drank. He's married. He got 2 kids. He got his own house. So I think I did something.
You got him there. You got him there.
There you go.
So, John, let's talk
Mhm.
about your draft, brother. Let's talk about your draft, man. You
Pockets.
guys went offensive line first.
Yep.
I was shocked on that. I was like, okay, offensive line. So, were you happy with your first round pick?
So I was live for the draft. I was doing my watch party with the fellas. I was on for 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm down here in the 757. I'm here in Virginia. So
Okay.
I'm chilling. I'm watching the TV. I'm like, okay, Ezra Rocco's there. Mike Green's there. They pan to Mike Green's draft party here in Virginia Beach. I was like, oh, it's a lock. We
Right.
good. It's Green in the DMV. Roger goes up. We're all smiling, getting ready. He says, Josh Collins Jr. I went,
Your jaw just dropped.
it's Forbes all over again. Not again. And then I started thinking about it. Big Herb, shout out to him. He was talking about it. A few fellas were like, all right, hold up. We're protecting our asset. We're protecting the future of the DMV sport. It makes sense. 2 sacks and 1,007 snaps, 3
Okay.
sacks in 3 years. He's going to guarantee your right tackle with Tunzel on the left. You shimmy Coleman into guard because Allegretti's going to be Alabenchi. All right, the offensive line's looking good.
Right?
So I took a step back. I was like, all right, I'm going to love this now.
So you love it now, but the initial,
I love it now.
The
The initial,
It is
Oh.
like, damn.
We
I got
understand,
tape. Oh.
man.
it was
You
rough.
understand.
because
I
I
went-
We understand.
on ours was just like guard.
Huh?
Oh, I said,
Wait, what?
Not the most
God.
exciting pick sometimes, but yeah.
It's what happened, yeah.
So with the Commanders having a hell of a draft last year, okay, you guys decided, hey, you guys went quarterback last year, and the quarterback changed your team 1,000%. Okay,
You already
went from not being in the NFC Championship as longer than us, but now we're leading the pack in the East, not being in the championship game. And dude, I really thought you guys had a chance. So when you guys go and draft that the offensive tackle, he's a tackle, right? Offensive
Yes,
tackle.
offensive tackle,
Then
right
the second
tackle.
round, you went cornerback, okay, from
Yep.
Ole Miss. Okay, are you happy with that cornerback?
Oh, I had him as a first round talent. I had graded him first rounded. I was doing mock drafts, taking him at 29. So I said, all right, well, Ezra Rocco to you guys. Okay, I was upset about that. Mike Green to Baltimore right there at 59. I said, all right, if you're gonna blue ball me, you did it correctly. And then he went to Trey Amos at 61. I said, fantastic pick. He becomes your third. Jonathan Jones is back to 4. Now that whole secondary is revamped, and it's chef's kiss compared to Forbes and St. Groupie. So I absolutely love the pick.
I actually thought y'all were going Will Johnson from Michigan, to him and Sanders still being teamed up again. That's
would've
what
been
I
nice.
I think we would have if he didn't go 47th to Arizona.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's when he went 47th?
Mhm.
Okay. I thought he went.
Which is insane value.
I thought he was still there when you guys were ready
No,
to
he was long gone. But I said him at 47 is insane value.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because we were like, man, why is Will still on the board? He was a first round pick projected. You never was the word about it.
I think if it wasn't for the
injury.
turf toe and the injury, he would have been top 10 guaranteed.
Okay, now any of your late round picks, were you happy with, or are they sleepers, or what are the special team guys? How do you think about your
I
late
actually enjoy them.
Go ahead.
Oh, I thought I heard someone. No, the Jalen Lane pick, it wasn't the hokey I had in mind. I had Rashul Tutton, but he went 101 to or 104 to the Jaguars. I was like, that's great value. I had Antoine Powell-Ryland. Thanks, KJ. And then I had Aeneas Peebles. He went to Baltimore. So I said, all right.
Yeah.
Enjoy him. But we took Jalen Lane. I was like, okay, Jalen Lane, smaller receiver. So he fits right in with this sub 6'1" receiver room. But 4'3", 440, punt and kick return abilities. And he's got a connection to someone in the building. I forget. So I enjoyed that pick. The Kane Madrano pick confused me at a second. I was like, linebacker. We just took McGee last year. Hampton is a hybrid strong safety move to line. But Adam Peters, ruined. Coach North, ruined. What was Madrano? Ruined. Keep it in the family. And then Corey Barrett, they high on him since day one. They had a top 30 visit with him. They were high on him. He didn't play a lot of snaps at Arizona because of NCAA eligibility, which is basura, if you ask me. But you look at his 23 New Mexico tape. Woo! Insanity. So once we compiled all 5 of our picks and we didn't make any trade backs, I went, this is a very good draft. I gave it a B+ because I think there was a little bit better value at 128. But I'm not gonna sit here and it's a C+ grade. We didn't get no starters. We didn't get nobody of value. No. This you guarantee 2 starters, special teamers in lane, and Madrano sitting behind Wagner and Louvu. You can't ask for better mentors besides Fred Warner. You can't ask for it in this day and
I,
age. So
I am curious
I
about one
enjoyed it.
thing, though. I am
Yeah.
curious about something. Because you did make a splash, right? How are you feeling about Debo in the room right now?
I think he brings the same versatility that Ron Rivera was using Curtis Samuel for. Can get you in the run, can get you in the pass. You can line him up and slot at the X, at the Y, at the Z. You still make Terry your one, but now Debo holds a little bit bigger name value and he's familiar with Peters and company. So it's like, oh, he's going to put his working boots on because he's already lost like 20 pounds since he got drafted here. Like he is down some weight. So
Okay.
I enjoyed it. This takes a little pressure off Terry. Although he'll still be our number one guarantee. We gotta.
Well, he hasn't had relief his entire career. I mean, let's
Exactly.
be real. He's never had
Exactly.
a reliever.
No. So this brings some relief, and him already putting up, 13 touchdowns with Jaden, over 11 or over 1,000 yards this season. I expect that to drop a little bit because you bring in Debo, you bring back Zach Ertz, but I think Debo and Terry is going to make people say, oh, Terry truly deserves a conversation for borderline top 10 receiver.
Oh God! Oh my God! You were in the basement. You've been in the basement for the last 10 damn years. You go to the dance once, and all of a sudden you're the lead of the elite. Let this dude get in a sophomore slump, and then we'll talk. You know what I mean? But hold on, I have a little announcement. So we don't have old NFC show today. I just want to you guys have thoughts and prayers with our player personnel director. He was in a car accident today. He had a seizure during his drive. I just found out right now he's fine, but yeah, that's the news I just got about Kuiper. So just keep Kuiper in your prayers, please, guys. I'm sorry to kid, but he's okay. He's cool. He's cool. So but yeah, I'm sorry to change the whole thing. And if I got a dip, I got a dip, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. This is one of those days with me, bro. I'm sorry, man.
No problem. But look, I'm like this though. People ask me, "Are you upset that the Commanders are winning?" I said, "No, I'm happy they're winning." I said because there's nothing like when the Commanders and the Eagles and the Cowboys are winning at the same time. That rivalry between those three teams. Sorry, Danny. You got to start winning more. Those three teams, when they're on fire, are some of the best rivalries in the world, right? So I was happy. I was like, thank you, Commanders, for bringing this up. I was like, when you see the old Cowboys and Indian films and used to see the Cowboys and the Redskins back at old RFK and Cowboys at all the old Texas Stadium and oh my God, the fun bunch from the damn Redskins and then the Harvey Barton and Ed Jones trying to kill Joe Theismann. That was my era. I'm sorry, KJ. I know you're only 12. So I'm
Hey, I'm 13.
Okay.
And a half.
I bought this mustache on eBay, all right?
Oh, so you got that on yeah.
Yeah, it's on eBay. Yeah,
That's a good mustache. That's a real good mustache. But the Cowboy podcast does not condone all these racist, insensitive terminology. We are
What?
but yes.
The logo's right here, my friend. It's not hard to miss. The logo's right
He
there.
got it on. He got it on there right there.
I will say this though. He does bring up a pretty decent point. You guys have not been successful for a very long time. I mean, your last run was your little miracle run with RG3, where we literally watched your coach tear that man's leg in half because he just left him out on the field.
They went to the playoffs with Kirk Cousins.
Either way, when we're looking at this, and you're looking at Jaden Daniels, obviously they're trying to do the right thing. Obviously, ownership has really changed how this organization even operates to begin with.
Culture change, yeah, for sure.
Which God help me if that ever happened, that'd be nuts. Anyway, I'm just saying, it seems like it's done a lot of good things in terms of what it's done for you guys. But do you believe with what you have, because Debo, it remains to be seen, right? He's 29 years old. We haven't seen real Debo in a hot minute. Now, if he's coming in shape, he's not going to get hurt, this, that, and the third, he can be a very valuable asset. But I'm telling you right now, it's been a hot minute since we've seen that Debo.
It's been a
long time. Yeah. And in this league, that's an eternity. So with what you're looking at, because I'm a Terry believer, and I'm actually surprised to hear you say that, because most people that I talk to think of Terry as a top 10 guy. Top 10, top 15. Like,
nah, Terry's good until Diggs has to cover him freaking healthy. That's it.
All I know is that Terry is a bad man who's never really had a quarterback in his entire career either. So if we're going to be honest about that, man, that's really what the truth is. And he still racks up 1,000 yards season after season. And what you're looking at, he's doing it without anything behind the O-line.
With 14 different quarterbacks.
Yeah. So I mean, I can't be mad at a dude like that. And you can't belittle a guy like that either. That's a top 10 dude in my book. You put him in this offense, I'd be happy as shit. I am skipping down the street, high stepping, I am like singing in the breeze if Terry McLaurin joins my football team. I am happy as fuck. And it just is what it is. Deebo Samuel walked in the door. Did anybody question the fact that Terry was the number one receiver on this team? No. Because it's not a question.
But that's not the type of receiver that Debo is, though.
He's not. But
he's a utility. He's a utility receiver. Why would you even make that kind of question?
Was he a number one?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. He's a utility. No, he wasn't.
Who was over Debo? Who was over Debo?
George Kittle.
No, vale. What receiver was over Kittle? You're gonna go to the tight end? Because you don't have an answer.
He's a receiver.
He's the owner again.
Receiver. He was
and who got paid? Receiver. Who got paid? The Arizona State kid, right?
He sure shit did get
But he's the one that got traded, right? He was the number one.
We're gonna forget that Debo got a contract long before Brandon Ayuk ever got a contract in San Francisco. This would be.
He's a utility player. He's not a true X. He's not a true Y. He's a utility player. He's a utility player.
He was the number one.
He's a utility player. He's a utility player. That's what he is.
He was the number one.
He's a utility player.
You can't tell me the number one receiver, though. You're over there running your head. I'm not.
Brandon Ayuk is the number one receiver.
I'm not even saying
Brandon Ayuk is the one.
Is what you're so fucking like mad about. I'm not even saying that you're wrong.
I'm not mad.
What I'm saying is he was the number one receiver.
No, he wasn't.
Am I wrong? He wasn't. Am I crazy? Who was the number one receiver in San Francisco before Ayuk got there? Who was it?
That could be Debo? McCaffrey, Kittle. Kittle. That's who the offense is predicated around.
Nobody. All right, move on. He's fucking.
Welcome to the.
So that wouldn't be an argument.
Congratulations, Mikey. You won the argument. Move on.
All right. So we're coming to you next.
Métetela verga,
puto.
So John,
tu madre, güey.
Me vale verga.
I need some.
Final thoughts in English about your Commander's draft.
I joined the show just in time.
It's one thing to say a bunch of fucking jargon, end up everywhere, and then make fucking all these facts just to make yourself sound a certain way.
Tell me when I lie. Stop me when I lie. That's all I'm gonna say.
John, so were you satisfied?
Oh man.
with the Commander's draft.
Can you tell we're pissed that we haven't been in an NFC championship game around this motherfucker? Can you tell?
John?
Absolutely.
Okay.
See what you've done to these people, Jerry.
Because you got the deal though, and you loved it.
Way to go!
You did this. So now let's get to the hated. Now hold on, KJ. Before I say anything, don't take offense to what I say, but this is how I address the Eagles every time. So let's get to the punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass, bitch ass Eagles. KJ McCoy.
Herpy ass, infectious ass, syringe having ass. Fuck the Eagles.
KJ,
yes,
thank you for joining us. And thank you for joining us. KJ,
for the invitation. I'm honored.
Hey, once again, KJ, the Eagles pull off a steal of the fucking first
Man, I
round.
don't know how he pulled that off.
Howie
Two
Roseman.
straight steals. Let's be honest. Two straight steals.
Howie
Well,
Roseman.
doesn't he have charges pending or something like that?
Oh,
Oh, Jihad.
No.
no.
No, there's something about him that made him fall. There's something about him. Let me
He's a
look at it.
linebacker.
Wait,
I think
who?
that's Mike Green
He's
you're
talking-
thinking about.
You talking
Yeah.
about Jihad Campbell?
Yeah, Jihad. I don't,
Campbell had a shoulder injury. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's an injury. It's something. I'm sorry.
A shoulder.
So KJ,
Mm.
when
Mhm.
when they said Jihad Campbell, linebacker, Alabama, I bet you went fucking crazy, didn't you?
He went ape. He went ape shit.
I was ecstatic because I did not think that he would make it out past the top 15. So I was shocked that he
Oh
was,
yeah, he was top. Yeah.
he was like a top 15 pick. So
He's
I
going
was
like
I had him in
shocked
Tampa
he was
Bay.
on the board. And when we moved up, I thought to myself, I was like, okay, they're gonna get somebody that is projected like top 15. There already is right there on the board, and that was Jihad Campbell. Jihad Campbell was a really cool story too, because he grew up as an Eagles fan too, so that was pretty cool to hear that. He grew up in like South Jersey, which is like right near Philly. So I mean, like him getting to play for the Eagles, I mean, it's like a childhood dream for him. So that was exciting to see that. He was pumped. You saw like how excited he was going down that whole that draft hall with all the logos, and he was pounding the Eagles logo. So that was a really cool, surreal moment. Me and Cowboy Chris's buddy, Philly sports guy, who you've actually got to meet a couple times as well. I know him pretty well, Jamie. He was saying that it was awesome to meet Campbell. He was a fun guy. They did the Eagles chant with him, as you could see. Him and Birdman were in there. Lou Bird, the whole Eagles gang was there, so that was pretty cool. Why do you look like Bill Cowher's son? I never got that before.
Wow.
Man.
that's wild. Hold on, take off
That's
the hat.
crazy.
Real quick.
KJ,
Take
stay
off
off
the
the
hat
hat.
real quick.
It's the mustache.
Ooh, shit.
How about now?
Damn.
don't
I
even
never
know.
even thought that, but when he
Damn.
said it, I was
It's
like,
the mustache, yo.
It's
the
it's gotta be
mustache.
a stash.
Hey, you gotta start using that now. You gotta start using that now.
Yeah, I'll take
Yo.
it. I'll take it.
Bill Cowher Jr.
Bill Cowher Jr.
Yeah, I was very excited for the pick. I think it was a really great pick, and I was very proud of that pick. I think it was the right pick as well. We haven't drafted a linebacker in the first round. I don't even remember the last time we've ever done it. I don't think we ever have. So that was really cool to see that. And I think Howie just saw the opportunity. And I mean, he traded up one pick with the Chiefs. So that was funny to see that. He's just like, all right, you know what? The Chiefs might try and get him. So we're going to try and bump up and go right in front of them and get Jihad Campbell. So I thought it was the right move.
Howie's always finessing somehow. He's always
And
finessing
really
the
though,
draft, bro.
that confused me though, because it didn't feel like Kansas City wasn't going linebacker in that spot, were they?
Right.
I mean, who they got was who they were going to get.
he went off the line right after.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that was the move for Kansas City.
Yeah.
So I really didn't even understand. What'd y'all give him? Like a 5th round pick?
I think it was a 5th round pick. I'm pretty because we had at least like 3 or like 4 5th round picks. So
The move, your boy pulls off some wizardry, but this one confused me. You gave up a 4th round pick to move up one spot for a guy that wasn't going to get drafted in front of you anyway.
Right. Yeah, we still would have got him I think we still would have got him at 32. We definitely would have.
Well, y'all were trying to trade up with us.
Yeah.
That was the whole video. Hey, buddy. And I think I think Casey would have gone Connerly if they traded up. So we were like, we're gonna stick and pick.
Right. Yeah, I saw that. They were like, no, we're not going to do that because your GM was like, yeah, we're not doing the whole
I'm in division tax.
in division tax thing. So
Yeah.
that was interesting to see that.
They don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
Not again.
I was just, when we were doing the draft show, and I was just like, not a fucking again. I was like,
I'm telling you, I don't know how he pulls it off. I don't know how he pulls it off.
Yeah.
dude, that dude got a rabbit's foot or got the whole fucking
Something.
rabbit in his pocket or something.
Something.
I just
He still has Nick Foles in his pocket or something.
Yeah.
not,
Well, do you
no, not
remember
really 2
years
years,
ago,
3 years in a row. 3 years in a row.
A
Y'all
couple years
had
ago-
awesome first round picks. Yeah.
A couple of years ago, I came on the other show that you were on before,
Mhm.
and we were talking about because we talked about the draft. I think it was like 3 years ago, and I was kind of I was kind of in the crossroads with Howie Roseman. I was like kind of like it was right after like he kind of like dropped the ball where he didn't pick Justin Jefferson or whatever. There was also some picks like that. I mean, because we got Jalen. I was happy with the Jalen pick. I've always been a Jalen believer. I mean, like since day one. So I mean, because I didn't trust him Wentz. So that was the one thing. But yeah, I mean, with that, I really just didn't believe in Howie. And then he just started to honestly, I think he learned from his mistakes and kind of realized, you know what, I got to go for the best talent, because he was trying to go for like, it seemed like some of the drafts he was just like going for like Hail Mary passes, which meant like Hail Mary players. And Jalen Reagor was one of them. And that was just like a guy who really didn't like prove anything.
He was drafted with his eyes closed, basically.
Yeah, honestly.
He went Reagor?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
and then who he is.
the rich get richer in the first round. So your second round pick, brother. Let me get it up.
Andrew Mbuka from Texas, the safety. I was upset.
Mbuka, yes. I know Rue.
Dude.
Yeah, I was about to ask Rue about him.
Yeah, Rue lost his mind right there because he's a big Texas guy.
Yeah, of course.
Texas guy went to.
We'll take great care of him. We'll take great care of him. Don't worry.
Y'all better take good care of my boy, man. Y'all better take good care of my damn safety, man. That dude is a monster.
Well, CJ,
That dude is a very versatile player, man. Y'all got a beautiful safety, bro.
Yeah,
like when I saw, I had to watch my Longhorns go to Packers, go to the damn Eagles, go to the bro. It was a hard draft for me, man. It was a hard, the Saints. The Saints. That one hurt me. That one crushed my soul. I was really hoping he'd be there at 12, but I knew it was a long shot. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Rue. I'm sorry. No, you got to steal in Andrew Mbuka. Like he is a great fucking safety, man. That dude is versatile, and you can move him around. Like you can move him around. He can play nickel for you too. Like him and Cooper DeJean gonna be flying around, wreaking some havoc and some back. I'm not looking forward to going up against Andrew Mbuka.
Well, I say they first 3 picks was hit because I love Ty Robinson from Nebraska.
Ty Robinson, yeah.
Oh my God, that kid is a stump in the middle. I always like the big 330 guys, corn fed. Hey, you're not gonna move him. You're not gonna move him.
He's a wall. He's a wall. He's a wall.
Dude,
yeah.
He's a walking. I said, these fucking Eagles is driving me batty.
You want to know what's crazy? Yeah. He might not see a snap behind Carter and Davis. He might not be on the field.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which is wild. We
just extended
insane.
Jordan Davis too. We just extended it.
Yeah,
but for the depth,
oh my God,
yeah, sure.
The relief is going to be great for them because it's just that interior D line is damn good. And I was a huge Jordan Davis fan. If we go back to draft shows from before, I was a huge Jordan Davis fan. I loved him at Georgia. I thought I really wanted him because I was like, shit, we need somebody to stop the damn run on our D line. And I was a huge proponent of Jordan Davis. When he went to y'all, I was just like, this.
And he was falling too, which was crazy.
I was like, God. Bro, I was hot. And I'm telling you right now, that draft and Saquon Barkley saved your boy's job. If it's not for that draft and Saquon Barkley, he lives and dies with Jalen fucking Reagor over Justin Jefferson every day of the week. That's the only thing.
And Big Dom, and our boy Big Dom, and our boy Big Dom.
Big Dom,
Big Dom. That's right.
Big Dom and your boy. Hey, I just got an update from Kuiper Jr. I just talked to him, or Kuiper AZ. Just talked to him. He's got some bumps and bruises. The avalanche is totaled, but he's fucking okay.
So he's good.
There's a guy. Thank God. Yeah, it's all that matters. That's all I keep telling him.
The car secondary. The car secondary.
Yep.
Like I told him.
Cars replaceable, humans are not.
Yeah, dude, no, for real, dude. And he didn't hurt anybody else. Thank God. I'm sorry. I've been on one, guys, but for real, man, he means a lot to this show. And if he'd be on here, it'd be the old NFC East show for real, because that's a diehard Cardinal fan.
Yeah, that is funny. Yeah, if Kuiper was here, we in the show open, I announced the player personnel director of the Cowboys, right? So he's Mikey's son, but he's a football guy first, right?
Oh, he's your son.
So we were really just talking football, and he came on the show a couple of times. I was like, man, this kid is sharp. So he did the draft show with us last year. Last year he went 18 in a row, right? Picked. He was picked. And people don't believe me. I was like, okay, go back. and watch.
Really? Wow.
So this year, he started out 8 in a row. This year.
That was me.
Wow.
He went 8 in a row, but I think he finished for the first round. I think he got 16 of the 32. Was it 16 or 17? Ruben?
No, I think he went 20 plus.
He got like, I think he got because Will Johnson fucked him up.
Will Johnson fucked all of us up.
Will Johnson fucked him up a couple
Me
times.
too.
He hit like a solid.
Where did he have
a solid 18 picks? And
But the
some
funny
of them
thing
that
is-
he hit, some of them that he hit, the way he hit them.
Yeah,
Because it was
under their gun.
It was like San Francisco's pick was huge because he had 2 guys available that he thought both of them would be ones that he would take, but because of the scheme, he was like, go this guy. And
Michael Williams,
Starks? Yeah, Michael Williams. And they ended up taking Michael fucking Williams.
And then
he hit
Malachi
a guard.
Starks
He hit a guard out of
for the
nowhere.
Jets.
He hit a guard.
Yeah,
like
I'm
off
on Membo
the
to the
cut.
Jets. Ray's able to the
Yeah,
Seahawks.
Membu to the Jets. That was the biggest one. I thought when he hit Membu,
No, this
I was
was
like,
late.
this dude's not gonna
This was-
miss.
no,
Oh,
this was
Ray's
late.
able to the Seahawks.
The guard he hit was super late, and it was like
Yeah, that
I
was
literally
dumb.
had like 2 seconds to say something.
Yeah,
Even Lawrence or Branch, was it Branch? The DT for Michigan too. He was just he hit it, but yeah.
Mason Graham. Yeah.
So
Mason Graham,
everybody always wonder
No, the other one.
why we have a Cardinal on the Cowboys show. That's why the knowledge.
That's my guy. My guy.
The knowledge, man.
Respect to him, man. Respect to
Hey,
him.
can I ask you guys? Can I ask on the panel a question? This is
Absolutely,
about
go
each other's draft. What pick of each other's draft did you look like? Man, I wanted that guy, or man, these motherfuckers. Like
I can
these.
tell you for
like
a fact, I
Alexander
can
going
tell
to
you-
the Giants. That DT. Oh,
Toledo.
shit.
Oh,
So that
I
was
had-
for me.
Oh, I was hot. So I'm gonna go to KJ first because I said this going over my pick. You took my boy Antoine Powell Rylands out of Virginia Tech. I wanted him at 128, and you took him in the 6th round. I said this fella. I
Yeah, we
was
traded like 2 of our picks too. We traded like I
Yeah.
didn't think we were going to get picked there. I
Oh,
didn't even think we were going to draft there because
and he was your last pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I was hot.
Yeah.
I was hot. Giants took like he said, Darius Alexander. I had him D tackle 3 behind like Graham and Kent's like the usual suspects. So like once
They
they
were in
got
that
off
bracket.
the board, I'm like Darius like after that bracket, it's like Darius, it's Derek, it's Aeneas Peebles, it's CJ West. Yeah, Giants took him out and said Sexy Dexty and Darius Alexander is unnecessary. All right. And then you three at pick 44 took my guy out of BC and as a Raku. No one can say his name correctly, apparently, on national media. They're like as a
Rockets or something.
It's as a Raku. And you know, took my 44. I said him and Mike up about to make me have a nightmare.
Yeah.
I was hot.
We gotta come get you somehow.
Oh,
Something
you
gotta
don't.
give, right? Something gotta give.
Some gotta
already
give.
got
Hey,
Mike. What you need him for?
What the hell you mean? Did you see our defense last year, man?
We only had
we
Michael.
need some help.
They needed somebody on that D line, yo.
So KJ,
Well-
who was your? Go ahead. I'm sorry, John. Go ahead. Finish, John. Go ahead. Finish, John.
Oh no, I've been a fan of DeMarvin Overshown since his Texas days. So y'all got him last year. I was like, these sons of bitches here.
Right here is what I'm jealous right here. This is the guy I'm jealous of right here.
All right. So KJ, which one was your old shit or damn? I wish we could have got.
I knew it wasn't realistic. A lot of Eagles fans, I mean, I was saying this to some Eagles fans who were like honestly thinking in La La Land that we were going to get Abdul Carter. I was saying like it's not realistic. And the only way we would probably get him is if we traded away AJ Brown, which I didn't want to do. I didn't want to trade away AJ. That would have been stupid. Someone was saying that. There's a lot of rumors about that with us
Could you
trading with the
imagine?
Patriots. I would
Yeah,
have
it was
been
rumors with
livid.
Patriots.
I would have been livid. Like I would have probably thrown stuff around the room. I would have been insane. It would have went crazy. But I'll say this, yeah, like it just wasn't realistic with us getting Abdul. But like that's the one thing that I'm like, all right, damn. Like I wish we could have got Abdul, but I mean, we really didn't. I mean, we just came off a Super Bowl, so it's like at the same time, it's like we really don't really need him. So it's like I'm fine with Danny having Abdul. So you know what? It's the least we can do since we took away Saquon. So
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
I'll give another Penn Stater instead, and Abdul.
Another Penn Stater, yeah.
There you go. There you go.
We are.
Keep for being so nice to Danny. He needs it.
Thank you.
So Danny, the same question to you. Who is the one that you said, oh shit, I'm glad we got, or oh shit, I wish we had?
I wish we had the guy they picked from Texas. The safety.
Oh, okay.
You do.
Oh yeah, Mbuga.
Mbuga, yeah, man. I would have loved him on. I would have loved him on the Giants, man.
You got me saying it too,
Because our secondary. I mean, our secondary. We signed some free agents, you know. But we still need a little work. Yeah. So, but Mbuga would have been nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need him because we got rid of CJ Gardner-Johnson, so that's why we need a safety. So I mean,
You traded him for Kenyon and Green. I was like, what is this trade?
I was pissed. I was really pissed off about that trade. I was not happy one bit.
All right, Rue, who was your old shit I'm glad we got, or old shit I wish we had?
You know, I Cam Scatterboo from you guys. I don't get me wrong. I have good expectations from Jaden Blue. I've got good expectations from Masu from Clemson. I like the running backs that we got, but Cam Scatterboo to me is a special player. Mafa.
Yeah.
Cam Scatterboo to me though is a special player. Cam Scatterboo could do a lot of different things. It's just I was so torn because I kept getting pulled from both sides because I'd hear all the negative and then but I'm like, dude, I watched this kid with my own eyes, man. It's hard not to.
I thought you guys were going to draft. I thought you was going to trade up to get Genty.
No,
we're
not giving up that many draft picks. You know, we love.
I thought they were going Hampton. I thought they were going Hampton at 12.
I thought they was going to go Genty. Honestly,
I'm not surprised at what they did whatsoever. It's a very cowboy move to take O lineman in that spot.
3 Tylers in 4 years.
Hey man, and you know what? Great wall of Tyler is what I've got from it. So say what you will. All I know is obviously we had mixed emotions about the pick when it happened, but before even the draft, like the day of, because even me, like everybody gets attracted by the frosting because the frosting tastes fucking good. But that cake matters. And in this division, I got your D-line to worry about. I got your damn D-line to worry about. And then I got your damn D-line to worry about.
Everybody
got end of the day, I got to protect Dak Prescott, my 60 fucking plus $1 million man. It is what it is. It don't matter how many fucking receivers I got. If he ain't got but half a fucking second to throw the damn ball, it ain't going to matter.
All right. Well, let me tell you mine. Jesus. Mine in the first round because I wanted a wide receiver or running back bad. And when I saw Golden there and Hampton there, I was like, we're going skill position here. I think we're going Golden because
I thought you were going Golden too.
Yeah.
Because in Texas, and all you heard coming out of Texas was Cowboys are so impressed with Golden. Cowboys are impressed with Golden. The Cowboy, if the kid from Arizona is not there that went to Carolina, if he's not,
the kid from Arizona is good too. Yeah.
Hey, Tetero McMillan.
Yeah.
At Tetero,
dude,
they were going Golden, right? So this is in my mind. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm getting me a running back here, or am I getting me a wide receiver here? And when they drafted the guard, all our faces was just, it wasn't like we were just pissed. We were just stunned. We were like,
yeah.
Me too. I was watching. I was like,
but it's just 21 that gave us the
question marks.
21 said, yeah.
So and then you come back. Okay, I was okay with the DN from Boston College. Okay, I understand we ain't got the pass rush. I understand, but then the third round, I was like, here comes Scatterboo. Here comes Scatterboo. and no, I was like, oh my God, you guys are
now.
Our thread. You could hear him. You could hear him through what he typed. You could literally hear Chris through how hard he hit the damn keyboard, bro.
I'm gonna play advocate for the joke. I'm gonna play advocate for the Jones family here. I don't do this often. I criticize. I'm gonna play.
Really?
Advocate.
Oh, wow.
Hey,
Hold on.
stop enabling our toxic
the
cheating
presses.
girlfriend.
Stop the
Don't
presses.
enable our toxic cheating girlfriend, you bastard.
Okay, go
Now,
ahead. I
wait.
want to hear this, John.
Floor
Hold
is
on.
yours, buddy.
So as I'm on the big screen now. Nice.
Yeah.
So Breedy Z1, the fellas at the Burgundy Breakdown, we do a collab. They've been calling me John Kyber Jr. because I am the draft guru for a lot of us Commanders fans. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I was a big fan of Savon Revel Jr. coming out of East Carolina. Big physical cornerback. He's got the speed. He's got the physicality. Every corner's gonna have a touchdown. Cool, but he was on a track for insane
You're
numbers
right on.
before he gets
Spot
injured.
on.
He was, if he was not injured, I had him cornerback 3 in this draft. If not for the injury and Will Johnson in the same boat, because Travis Hunter was going to be guaranteed top 3 pick. He was going to be number 1 in both categories. I had Revel Jr. 3rd as my top. I had Revel going in the first round to an Eagles, to a Commanders, to a Texans, to a Green Bay. To a Ravens, exact, and they went Malachi Starks, which is chef's kiss. Him, Kyle Hamilton. Good lord!
All the time. That's such a Ravens pick. That's such a Ravens pick. Swear, Malachi Starks.
It is, but it's great value.
That's the second time I didn't hear you left my boys out. I know you're not going to just discount today.
Well, this is a Cowboys show anyway. But the thing, what you meant, the value, because both of those guys, from Donovan Ezaraku and what they get with the cornerback, it makes up for them so reaching for a guard in the first round. So that made our draft good. But I understand where Chris was coming, because Chris has been banging the table. You know what I mean? Nothing else but a running back, because that's the Cowboys of old. So that's where we come back, where it starts with initially with Chris.
Do you remember on training day when he had the little sticky note?
Not training day, draft day.
Draft day, when he said such and such, no matter what, right? I had it in my pocket, running back, no matter what.
Well,
no matter.
He was like Romeo. He was like Romeo and Michelle high school reunion. He invented Post-its.
So, but when we went guard, now, don't get me wrong. I like the kid, but this is why I said it, because the Cowboys went into the season last year knowing we had a deficiency at running back. Okay,
he did.
So, and they thought it was going to work out by running back by committee, all that bullshit, and it didn't work. They ended up getting rid of Zeke, which he should have never came back. And they decided
I didn't get that at all.
They finally started to give the ball to damn it, what's the boy name? He's gone.
Rico.
Dowdle,
right? Dowdle.
They gave it to Rico and he got 1,000 yards. And I was just like, well, he would have had more than that if we wouldn't have been doing this committee shit. Okay. So cool, no problem. Now we're going into the season with no number 2 receiver. Danny, y'all got a 1 and 2 receiver. John, y'all got a 1 and 2 receiver. KJ, y'all got a 1 and 2 receiver. We got a 1 and a bunch of 3s.
Yeah.
Hey, Deebo Samuel is a utility player. I thought we went over this shit.
Thank you, Mikey. I don't care how many times you said, you know he's the number 1 receiver in San Francisco. I don't care how many times you say it. Anyway.
What? You know, then Jonathan Mingo?
Jonathan what?
M-I-N-G-O, M-I-N-G-O, and Mingo was his name.
Listen,
all I know, you better hope this don't get clipped later. Because if he end up being some motherfucker, you're gonna be mad.
Dude, I lived and died with shit coming out of my mouth. It's just gonna be another thing.
It's not always about you, Mikey.
Hey, Bob. So are you done, Chris? Because I need to go about answering this question.
Okay, well, answer the question.
So initially, just like go back to what Rue said, we're loving the frosting. We were liking on the tres leches, right? We're liking it. And see, I'm from Arizona, bear down. Wanting Terrell McMillan. I saw this guy with our own eyes. He was perfectly set up. Cowboy beating it down, jinxing it, talking about it every damn segment he had every time he did a TikTok. But that's over there somewhere else. But when Kuiper said that he was going to Carolina when he switched his pick, it broke my heart. And then, I was kind of like with Chris. Well, are we to trade down for Golden? Because we were so fixated. They beat it in us. We needed a skill position player. And when we got Booker, like, it was this anticlimactic thing. You know what I mean? Like, solution, all of us kind of did it. And it wasn't the thick girl we wanted. It was the big tit girl we got, and that's fine. And then when we saw the freaking, the clip of him saying he wants to take the life out of football or the joy out of football, I'm on board. And then it makes sense considering that Zach Martin is gone. And then our picks. Let's go back. The Donovan Ezerako pick. It was the best player available. Then that's that great value, because we can't say great value on the show, fellas. It's kind of a stigma because of the way our front office acts around free agency. But this is drafting, and this is what we do. But this is, a big point. When we got Blue, and when we see what Blue is, I'm excited for this Texas Longhorn to throw flowers on it as much as like shitting on Rue. Like, he's going to be a steal and a diamond in the rough in this draft just because of his speed. And he can pick up a blitz. Like, more and more, you can see they gave him the ball the most against Clemson. And how much did he run for, Rue?
He broke open the game. So I can't tell you exactly how many off the top of my head, but he broke open the damn game. And he broke open the game a few times in the playoffs. He kept us close with Ohio State. He was the one that was toting the rock. He had his trials and tribulations throughout the season. He had 4 fumbles, 3 were lost.
The fumbles.
But throughout the playoffs,
really big in the playoffs.
when it really mattered, he was the star, because it was Wisner all up until then. Because we lost CJ Baxter before the season even started. That was supposed to be the guy from day one. When we lost him in spring camp, we got thrown in there. We got Blue. Blue started it out. Before you know it, Trey Wisner is just taking over the position. And then before you know it, it switches back up, and Blue is the one that's carrying us through the damn playoffs. So Blue is a true underdog and a very special talent. He gotta tune that shit up. That's all I can say.
And the thing going to it, he is a Will McClay darling. I guess Will McClay was in love with this kid, and he had that ace up his sleeve. And you guys all know who Will McClay is, the real scouting GM of the Dallas Cowboys, and he picks these guys. So, all that being said, the guy I wanted Ted, and another guy I wanted, Travion Henderson. Like the Patriots draft is something to be envied. So on that note, Blue could be the one that turns it around, and I like our draft period.
All right, you liked your draft. Okay, I'm so happy.
I think everybody in our division did pretty well. Everybody in our division did pretty well. Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, the funny thing about this division right now, it's at a crazy kind of turning point, because the big question mark is, are the Commanders going to be able to repeat and do what they did last season? Because they had a lot of one possession victories throughout the year, Hail Mary victories throughout the year. Which, are you going to be able to do that again with your second year quarterback? But like it or not, it is a question mark on the team itself. The Giants have been a dumpster fire for the last 5 seasons. You haven't beaten us, and I don't even know how many years now.
But you guys' defense.
But the fact of the matter
is strong.
The fact of the matter is, you have a quarterback in Russell Wilson who's going to win you some games. As tired and as old as Russell may be, in a lot of people's opinions, he may be washed. He's going to win you more games than Danny DeVito. He's going to win you more games than Danny.
Absolutely.
And that defense, that's a scary ass defense. I mean, Brian
Scary.
Burns, Dexter Lawrence, Abdul Carter,
Alexander.
Debo and Holland.
Yeah.
Kayvon Thibodeau might even come into his own. You don't know. There's a lot of talent around you.
Open more open for that. Yeah.
He might see that more one-on-one matchups and be able to take advantage. I mean, it's just that team looks like it could have that turnaround kind of season like you saw with Houston, with the pieces that you have in place. Because I mean,
Right.
Malik
Or
Davis and
Washington.
everybody else.
Just
That's what it
yeah.
frightens me. That what
And
it
with the
frightens
Eagles,
me right
obviously Super Bowl champion, are you going to have
Hell
the
yeah.
hangover? Is Saquon Barkley going to last another full season with you? Because if he doesn't,
Hey,
I don't think your quarterback can carry you
Hold
for
on.
another one.
It's funny how his hamstrings were nice and strong. His hamstrings are nice and strong in Philadelphia. Nice and strong.
It's all those cheesesteaks.
All I know
A lot of
is
Genos, a lot of Genos.
you just paid him again. You're very dependent on him. He was your true MVP, not your quarterback. And if he goes down, we saw what happened the last time we saw your boy by himself in the playoffs. See ya, wild card, bye bye. It's one of those situations where it's like this division is going to be very competitive. I don't think
it's going to be fun again.
Anywhere.
It's going to be fun again.
I don't think anybody's having less than. I'm telling you, at the bottom, I'm thinking 7 to 8. At the peak, you're talking about 14 to 15 games, and it's going to be a spot where we're going to have multiple teams in double-digit wins. You're going to have multiple teams with 10+ wins in this division. Every division game is going to matter this year.
The NFC Championship rolled through the East.
And I feel like every single team is poised for that spot. And honestly, whoever has the best value to win the damn thing, out of probably the three of us, wouldn't put y'all in there yet, but wild card may be in your future if you pull a rabbit out of your ass. But I'm just saying.
Wow.
It's looking like it's going to be very crispy in the NFC East.
Can I ask you guys a question?
In the NFC East,
like Mikey did say, they're fighting for their jobs in New York, so they're going to provide every damn stop to get out of the gutter. And that's why I get so mad at the Cowboys is because, and Mikey, I know you're going to go, Mike, so I get so mad at the Cowboys about how good everybody has gotten like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, literally overnight, everybody has gotten just like that. Okay.
The window's closing. That window. Watching Washington break their streak of not going to the NFC Championship right before our fucking eyes. That's a slap in our fucking Mike McCarthy led ass face. But can I ask one question? I'm sorry, Chris. Just ask the panel question. You guys are all smart. I know. I follow y'all, and I know this is a Cowboy show, obviously. What's your perception of the Cowboys? Are they the doormat you think they are, or are they that what we think we are to you guys? What do you think of the Cowboys?
Who wants to go first?
I'm trying to think.
AJ sound like he's jumping at the bit. He's like, "Fuck it."
This could be a YouTube. This could be a YouTube clip. So make it spicy.
Go ahead, KJ.
All right, I guess I'll be first. But all right, I'll say this. I mean, with the Cowboys, I feel like it's the one thing. It really is just like the team is stuck because of this owner. I mean, it's Jerry, and I mean, like. That's the main thing. And I think once like you guys can kind of move on, or like Jerry does, he gets out of the picture. I'm not saying like bad happens to him, but I'm saying like if maybe his son takes over, someone else does, maybe they'll be in a better position. But I just feel like there's a lot of decisions being made by Jerry Jones that are not the right decisions for the team.
100% agree.
The Cowboys. It just, I mean, don't get me wrong, you guys have talent, but it's just like it just seems like with the decisions that I keep on seeing Jerry Jones make year after year, it's just putting you guys like at a crossroad. But I'm not saying like you guys like full on suck. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you guys have talent, but it's just Jerry's like holding you guys back. He has you like on a leash or something.
Yep. Annie.
What is your opinion? I know most of your opinions, but the Cowboys. Go ahead,
Listen.
Christian in the walls, like I can listen.
Listen, I mean, it's the team I hate the most. I'm sorry in the division, but like I agree with 100% with KJ. I mean, Grandpa Jerry is holding you back from getting this team to the next level. Like I said, you guys do have the talent. You guys have CD. You guys have Dak. You guys have a nice core around. But if you got until Jerry does something, opens up his mind, open up his eyes, you guys are gonna be in that same spot. So hopefully it gets better. Hopefully not, but you know what I mean.
All right, John. Now, what are your feelings on the Cowboys?
All right. I was saying this with a buddy of mine that the Cowboys are like the Lakers of the NFL. Big team name, big team owner, relies on the past to get the job.
I wish
done.
we had a bubble.
That's right. You need the bubble right now. I mean, COVID could have been that, but we saw that one for the East. But no, you guys always have an amalgamation of talent. You are never bereft of talent. Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson, Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Micah Park. Like you've always had good talent. Lakers have always had good talent, but you can never get the one piece that matters. Two pieces: consistency and ownership. At least the Lakers and Jeannie Buss, you'll see her, but you don't hear her, kind of thing. Like she's around, but you got to go looking for sound bites from Jeannie Buss.
Yeah,
it's the Jerry Jones show featuring the Dallas Cowboys.
Spectacular.
Why did you have to bring up the damn Lakers? Of all the teams,
of anything I would compare them to my Sixers. Of anything I would
I'm a Lakers fan too.
Can you bring my next up real quick?
Yeah, I'm gonna my LeBron jersey real quick just to show you.
But check it. I don't think the Cowboys would be better off with Stephen Jones. Like Stephen Jones, I think is worse than Jerry Jones. Stephen Jones says things like so-called drought. No, it's a real drought. Watering down.
He ain't got no damn excuse. He ain't that damn old. He out here saying shit like it's not really happening.
And the thing about it is he misnames players all the time and Cowboys lore and Cowboys history. The other day he acted like Flozell Adams didn't exist, and he said Mark Tuinei. Like we didn't have a left tackle from Tyron Smith to Mark Tuinei. Flozell Adams was in the middle of that, but he just constantly puts his foot in his fucking mouth. So I don't think Jerry dying would be a good thing too. Honestly.
But Steven doesn't have to do anything.
The Cowboys.
No, that's what homeboy extenuated. He wanted him to crow. He wanted to throw his ass on the glacier and kick him down to Antarctica.
With the Penguins, yeah.
Lord.
Jerry might market it better though.
That was actually
right.
He's on. There's a glacier took down the Titanic.
Honestly, bro, if they marketed it less, I'd be happy. My ticket prices might actually go.
He's gonna stream it on Netflix. He's gonna stream it on Netflix.
To go to one of my games.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's very
no.
Expensive.
We are the show. You guys are the commercials. Remember that shit.
Hey, it's funny, man, because I've been to Commander games in person where I got lower level seats. I think we paid under $130 a piece for. We've been to the Cardinal game. We was under that. Man, I just been to when you come to the Vatican, everybody. Jerry, you're gonna pay Vatican prices down there, right? You know,
so you ain't getting in the building for less than $150.
Yeah, less
in the building. Well, and you're probably standing for that.
Rooms, but the standing room, the standing rooms ain't bad. I love the standing room. The standing room is the shit. I'm too fat to sit in those seats anyway.
Yeah. So,
but there's not a bad seat in the house in that stadium, though.
Bouncers 45.
There's not a bad seat in the house.
No, that the big screen, makes it.
Right in the middle.
I'm gonna tell you're
bad. You're right. You're spot on with that.
Here's the thing about that TV, though. What y'all don't understand about that TV, because obviously you're not going to Cowboys games all the fucking time. The problem with that TV, man, is that it's a fucking magnet. It will steal you away from the field because it's so massive that you're not watching everything down there. Your ass is fucking.
Go like, oh yeah, your head up like that. Yeah.
I will tell you this though: if you ever have the opportunity to be in Dallas, Texas during the Texas high school football playoffs, it is the coolest thing to watch these kids play on that field. And bro, you'll see these kids pull off these dumbass catches and then run to the sideline and then look at their ass. I'm telling you, it's the funniest fucking shit.
Mom, Dad,
Mama,
it's me.
Mama, how I look?
I'm on TV.
Okay.
But
And this is the last time I'm here.
I know it's random as hell, but if you ever are in the area and you get an opportunity to go to a playoff game in Dallas, go watch that shit, man. Because it's
I gotta go. That's on my bucket list. One of the things I want to do.
And Texas high school football is the best in the country, so it is what it is.
Hey, John, have you ever been down to AT&T?
No, I'm in school right now. My parents went last season for the Giants Cowboys game. No, I'm here in the 757 getting schoolwork done. So your boy broke.
No, they went for Thanksgiving. That's a good game to go to, bro.
No, it wasn't Thanksgiving because we got family in Georgia, so that's Thanksgiving. I think they went the week. Was it the week 4 or week 5 Giants Cowboys matchup in like September? Like they went for that, but they had a blast.
So I've been trying to get KJ to come down too. I said, man, it's a lot of Eagle fans be in the building, and these folks are from Texas. They're not from
Eagles fans.
Really?
Well, it's
Wow.
It's like that up here. We have Cowboys fans up here too, actually, which is crazy. Like my uncle's one of them. He definitely.
No, but
It's the same. It's the same over here. I live in New Jersey, so it's a lot of Cowboy fans over here too. So it's like
We're everywhere, dog. We are
everywhere.
around
we're
the world.
everywhere. But you know what? Honestly, to say, I've been around all your fans, all of you guys, and there is a sense of disrespect, but there's a mutual respect. If you understand what I mean, go fuck her, suck your mother. Fuck you, suck your mother, all this shit. But at the end, there's this thing. The worst Office fans I've ever been around are fucking Seahawk fans. Most entitled piece of shit white stock people I've ever been around my life.
interesting.
Rams fans beg to differ.
Wow.
Interesting take. All right.
Yeah. Rams fans beg to differ.
Rivals the Niners.
What's wrong with Rams fans? There's only like 5 of them.
I know a few.
It's Nelly and the rest of the Midwest swingers.
I went to
That's it.
LA when we played the Chargers in LA. And it was so funny, bro, because we were everywhere. Every time they pan to the stadium, they'd be trying to find fans and shit. And they couldn't find, as soon as they zoom in on a fan, Cowboys fans.
Yeah, that Chinese chick. Chinese chick that went viral.
And here's the thing. What's really, you know what's really funny about that?
San Diego.
I didn't know about that Chinese chick until I left that game. I didn't see her on the scoreboard one fucking time. I didn't even know about that.
And they say she's a plant. They say she's a plant.
I never saw her in that stadium the entire time. I never saw her.
She's from San Diego.
She wasn't Philly sports guy. She wasn't Philly sports guy. She was a fucking plant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's funny. Hey, John, my son is a Commander fan, so I told him, I said, you got to see your team at home once because he's seen them in Dallas a couple times. So we went up to the DMV, and I told him, and I warned him. I say, look, bro, it's just your home game, but it's not your home game. He said, well, no, it's going. I said, bro, it's your home game.
You already know. You already know.
So he didn't believe me. So in the parking lot,
see a blue
everywhere.
See everything.
I said, you still hadn't seen it yet. So we get in. So we sit in the end zone.
Just wait on it.
Where the tunnel is for the Cowboys. It was blue and white. Everywhere. And then he looked all the way around the stadium. He said, I can't find red.
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
And I told him, these folks aren't from Texas. They are from the DMV. They are from the DMV. And he was like, man, no way. Because one time I got in the argument in FedEx, right? Monday night game. I'll never forget. Monday night game in FedEx.
Oh, boy.
Okay. We're losing at the time. Cowboys sucked.
Oh, hell no.
Right? But we had a winning streak against.
But we're there.
Right? So I'm sitting in there. I got my Emmitt Smith jersey on. I'm cheering the team on, and this guy behind me says, "Sit down, Emmett. You're not even from Texas anyway." I pulled out my wallet. I turned around. I took out my driver license. I said, "I'm from Texas. I flew up for the game, and we're still gonna kick your ass, bitch." And the whole
Mic drop. Mic drop.
went crazy.
Bitch.
And we won the game too.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
All right.
John. So I take it you're young, but do you remember Marty Schottenheimer as your coach at all?
Yes.
Do you? So right now there's something happening in Dallas that they were talking about this morning. I heard LeVar Arrington talking about it on that Three Pros and a Cup of Joe podcast about our Schottenheimer doing something that Marty Ball used to do, and he shook up the locker rooms. And he has different assigned lockers all over, and not letting the players have the liberty of having their own lockers. This is a Cowboy story, because we need to have a Cowboy story. I don't know if there's always an Eagle story. I don't know if there's always a Giant story. And you damn sure know that there ain't no Redskin story, but there is a Cowboy story, and this is the recent Cowboy story. What do you think about that?
I think honestly, for the Cowboys culture, it's smart. You have people taking over doing podcasts in the locker room, going live in the locker room doing podcasts from the showers at this rate. Like, you need someone to tell them, calm yourself down, relax, hop off YouTube.
Put down that hammer. Put down that hammer.
Yeah.
What you mean by that, Mikey? What you mean by that?
Yeah.
What you mean by that?
I mean, we could do podcasts. We don't play. We're not in the
No.
NFL. Like,
Right.
that's different.
No, but
the
you
players
have
it's a little
you
much.
you have Micah, you got Malik, you got CD here and there, you got Dak making appearances saying, we're one piece away, when you clearly couldn't get on the field. You were stinging it up a little bit. So I think it's honestly smart. You need someone. Brian Schottenheimer I don't think it's going to be a world beater. I think he's just going to be a better Mike McCarthy to start off with, because he's getting familiar.
He's not going to be a needle mover.
Exactly. I'm trying the best way to
You know what?
Because I'm a pro wrestling.
I'm gonna push back just a little bit.
Push back, please, brother.
The only reason I'm pushing back just a little bit, this man has been around the league for 20 fucking years. He's never been a head coach. And I have been one to criticize him myself. He has not led that many top defenses for being an offensive coordinator.
Right.
I say all that to say this. The teams that he had weren't always that great. And number two, look at who he hired, man. This man hired other guys who were head coaches at other places.
True.
This man brought in Matt Eberflus. This man brought in a hell of an offensive coordinator. This man has brought in pieces that could threaten his job. And you know why I respect it? Because he doesn't mind having other people tell him what to do. Most of these guys that get this opportunity are going to hire a bunch of their fucking buddies, and that shit never fucking works. It's very rare that you're around all your yes men and everything's just going to be hunky-dory. This man was not afraid to hire people that could threaten him in a position. This man was not afraid to hire people that have been in his spot and have been higher than him in this league. And the fact is, he brought in the right pieces to change this team around for the greater good. Everything Mike McCarthy did in terms of his hires, look at all of them. They were all just everything that he did as a head coach was like, let me just bring my buddies in here. It was a joke. It was a joke. Yeah. It was an absolute joke. He was trying to do everything because his coordinators couldn't back him up, and the whole thing just fell the fuck apart. This dude went out and hired real fucking coaches that can change a team and change an entire dynamic. And I don't care what you say, this is the NFL, and coaching sure as shit does fucking matter.
Absolutely does.
Well, the thing is, and a coach with a good run could change his narrative. Ain't that right, Mr. Eagles? Ain't that right, Mr. McCoy?
Oh yeah.
In 1 year, from one whole year, Sirianni's narrative changed.
Oh yeah.
And all it took was a good ass run or a dumb organization giving the golden child to their rival.
And him shaving his head off. He shaved his head off.
And he shaved his head.
And it changed him. It changed him.
So
You know, what's really
here-
going to be the telltale sign of what if there's real true change coming to this team is what happens to this O-line. Because that's where it's going to start. Because there's a lot of positions that a lot of us have a lot of opinions about, especially at our right tackle spot, where the guy just has a tendency to touch earth from time to time. We have,
He's an earthbender?
huh?
He's an earthbender now.
What I mean is the dude gets beat a lot. His name's Terrence
Yeah.
Hill. But
It's
basically-
Terrence Aluminum.
whatever. Terrence
Terrence
Hill.
Aluminum.
Terrence aluminum.
Aluminum foil.
Either way, for what we're
I like
looking
that.
at, man, I'm very curious what he does with it, especially for who he brought in at OC, because he was the O-line coach at Arizona, from what we've heard. Isn't that right, Mikey? Isn't that what Kuiper told us?
Yeah. Clayton Adams had the number one offensive line in an offensive line with no ones. And they got the best offensive line coach from college, which was BB's coach. So obviously there's an emphasis on running the ball, but at the same time, there's an emphasis on blocking Dexter Lawrence, on Carter, on Allen or Payne, whatever one you have in your team cares. But anyway, but your defensive lines are something to reckon with, and we got to beat y'all before we have to beat anybody, and that's the plan. But with Dak Prescott, we beat y'all anyway.
Here's the caveat with you beating us, Jerry. And this gonna, I'm gonna put a preemptive pause on this statement. Jerry's gonna beat himself.
Yep.
Jerry's gonna go into the media every single week. I had to put a preemptive pause on it, guys. Sorry about that. He's gonna go into the media before the game, during the game, after the game. Well, our head coach is phenomenal, and our quarterback and our wide receiver, we paid them, but Micah
I
Parsons,
can hire somebody else to ask the question. I can hire someone else
Honestly,
to ask
though,
the questions.
when it comes to that, though,
Yeah.
Believe in our
why the
team.
fuck does it matter? Why does it matter? Tell me how that affects anybody on the field. As long as he's not naming anybody by name and calling people out and dictating what's happening on the field, he can do as many fucking radio shows as he goddamn well pleases. The
That we
motherfucker's a
know of,
billionaire.
Rue. That we know of, Rue. But
As
that's-
long as he's not doing it in public and on a microphone, he owns the fucking team. He can go in that locker room and say whatever the fuck he wants. I don't give a shit about that. I mean, that's how you want to do it. That's how you're going to do it. But we all know that his players love him. So it's not like that's what's going on here. But if
His
he wants to
players
go on a
love
show
him.
and if he wants to go on a show and run his fucking mouth, tell me how that affects me whatsoever. As long as
His
he is not
players
naming
love him.
players.
His
So why
coaches
does that
do.
matter then?
His
Hey, can
coaches-
I ask you guys? Can I ask you guys all one more question? I'm sorry, I've been asking a lot of questions. Just want to pick your brains. Do you think there's still a lot till training camp happens, right? Do you think that your teams are complete, or who do you think they're going to add? What do they need? Like, obviously, we still need our wide receiver. We just got Amari Cooper in for a free agent visit. I don't know if you didn't hear about that, but that just happened this weekend.
Yeah.
But and we have our reservations about Amari, but that's just something that I feel
Don't
we
bring Amari
What
Cooper
do you?
back.
I know.
Please,
I
for
know.
the love
It's,
of
I know how
God.
you feel.
You don't want him back.
I know.
No, I do not want him back.
But
From
before
the
you say that, Rue,
mountaintops, no, Jerry.
but
no.
before you say that, Rue, John,
He's never used
what else do
before.
you need, John, to complete your team before training camp?
defensive end, edge rusher, pass rusher, defensive end, however you want to phrase it. You need.
Oh,
to
we
get
got
him-
Fowler. Oh yeah, you can't get this cowboy. Like
Yeah,
all the other
yeah.
cowboys.
You're welcome. You're welcome to have him back. You're welcome. We gave you a Pro Bowler back in return for all your coaching hires last year. Appreciate y'all. But defensive end, whether
The man left us and went to an NFC championship game. That was a kick in the dick for sure. Like, God bless, dude. That was
Major
the
low
worst
blow.
thing.
That was
Win.
nice. That was
Damn
nice.
win.
Just keep going. Finish. Not finish.
God.
oh, I
Just
can go
way
on the
to
list.
kick us when we're down, dude. Golly.
But whether it's Von Miller, Matthew Judon, Zadarius Smith, Preston Smith, I know some fans, because we talked about this on the last episode of the Ball and Birdie podcast, whether some fans still want to trade for Trey Hendrickson. It's not happening. That ship passed with the Titanic a few months ago, guys, but that's not here nor there. You got to bring someone in, because Dorrance Armstrong, Javonte Jean-Baptiste, Dietrich Wise. It is the weakest defensive line group, I think, in the division when it comes to getting to the quarterback. You have your Frankie Lubus. You have your Paynes. You have your Newtons. You have your Wagners. Cool. Who on the edge is going to set the tone? Who on the edge is gonna bring down a quarterback's morale? Micah can
Dude,
do it.
I thought
Dexter
honestly
can
you guys
do
were
it.
gonna get D-Law. I thought D-Law was gonna be a Washington Redskin. I honestly thought that was gonna happen.
Once he started talking junk about the Cowboys, which isn't hard to do apparently nowadays when you're an ex-player, I figured he'd go to the North. I didn't see him coming to stay within division. I figured he'd go to the North.
Yeah.
But I think it's got to be defensive ends. You've got to get to the quarterback, whether it's Jalen, whether it's quarterback by committee in New York, or whether it's Dakota Rain. You've got to get sacks and bring down a quarterback's morale. Because once you get, I think Jalen was a perfect example in the Tampa Bay wildcard game. You get him on the ground a few times and you mess up his cadence, he's due for turnovers. Dak isn't a turnover worthy guy. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He doesn't turn the ball over on a consistent basis. But what receivers are to drop the ball or to play volleyball simulator, you can turn those into interceptions by getting to the quarterback. And with Russell or Jameis or Jackson or Tommy or whoever y'all got in this race, being your one, it's just a matter of getting them situated. Because if Evan Neal's your tackle, I feel good about Dorrance Armstrong. Sorry about it, but
they're saying he's supposed to move to guard, so I don't know.
And then I can't wait to watch Jameis get to play in all this snow. Praise God that we can play in all this snow in the Meadowlands.
So, Danny, question to you: do you think your team is complete? What else do you think the Giants need to start the season?
I think some more O-line depth, or more O-line depth is what we need. Major, like that's what we need basically. I think after that, I think we're good.
So you know these June 1st cuts are coming up. Are you looking at any veterans or anything, or are you just gonna have to stand pat and just see who's gonna get cut?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
All right, KJ.
Hey, Chris. Before I got to bounce. But,
yeah, I know. Go ahead. Finish, Dan.
No. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So KJ, the question to you: do you think your team is done? Are you good? Are you satisfied with your roster right now?
I mean, what else can I say? I'm satisfied as hell. There's nothing really I feel like in the draft, we did what we needed to do and we got the pieces. I mean, you even were saying too, us getting Ty Robinson. I think that was a really good pick as well. Just kind of getting the depth like that as well. We got an offensive line depth as well. So that kind of helped out in the draft. Getting Jahad Campbell was great. So I think the draft really helped us kind of feel even more confident and kind of more confident to go back to that same kind of opportunity. I mean, going back to maybe being a contender once again. I mean, being the defending champs. So I think it does put us in that position again.
All right. Okay. Danny, I know you got to go, man. Danny, give us your final thoughts, Danny, before you get out of here, brother.
Well, I love my draft. I'm hoping the best for my Giants, and hopefully we'll get some more wins with Russell at quarterback. So let's see what happens.
Danny, I appreciate you.
It was fun, fellas. Nice meeting y'all.
And we'll talk to you, brother.
See you, man.
Later, brother.
Yeah. So all right, guys. All right. So, man, we're coming toward the end. So, KJ, man, give me your final thoughts, bro. Man, about your team or anything you need to promote, especially your podcast too, brother.
I'm happy with obviously. I mean, it was a crazy year, a static year. It was awesome for sure. Got the chip, but I will say this: I appreciate you guys for having me on. Definitely do, and my TikTok is just official KJ McCoy, and also go follow 302 Birds. I mean, we've been doing a lot of content there, trying to really cover. I mean, what's going on in Philly sports, and it's been busy as heck. I mean, with the Super Bowl and everything like that. So we've been just releasing content like crazy. So, but I appreciate you guys for having me on.
KJ, man.
You're for real, bro. Thank you.
Hey, man, you know I got much love for you, KJ.
Yeah.
So,
And much love to you guys too. You guys are some of my favorites. So
Yeah, you're a dog, though.
appreciate you coming on, bro.
of course.
All right, John, baby, give me your final thoughts, John.
I'm at first saying appreciate y'all having me on. I had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of good talk. So I can't thank y'all enough for having me on. But God bless Josh Harris. God bless Adam Peters. God bless Jaden Daniels. We're on to the 2027 draft in DC. RFK is coming back. This draft is looking beautiful. All the pieces lining up to have another hopeful year in DC because I have not had a lot of hope as a Washington fan these past 23 years. So I will take hope where I can get it. Appreciate y'all having me on. And let's raise some hell this offseason.
Yeah. No love for Magic Johnson, huh? No love for Magic Johnson. That's
always got love for Magic Johnson. Always got love for Mitchell Reyes. But Josh, when ownership, you think Josh Harris. God bless my ownership group.
And as a 76ers fan, I will say the opposite for Josh Harris. I cannot stand him. Here's more about you guys. So, yeah.
Hey, John,
that was awesome.
Where they can find you, brother.
If you're looking for the podcast, at Ballin' and Burgundy Podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, at Twitter, at BIB Podcast 22, because Twitter hates long usernames. We dropped an episode yesterday. We're going to go live again tomorrow night for the Burgundy Breakdown, myself, Reedy, Z, and Juan. And then if live updates, Instagram and Twitter will be your places.
Right.
I don't like Juan already.
Appreciate you guys, man. Hey, man, Rue, give me your final thoughts, Rue, before we get out of here, brother.
First and foremost, shout out to Chris on the new intro, dog. Like, damn. Let me find out with the pyrotechnics and all the craziness. I love it, man. You're doing it well. You're doing it big. You're always putting some good shit together. So we appreciate you for that, Chris. Outside of that, I think it's going to be a very competitive year, and I think that's what this really boils down to. There's got to be there's definitely some mutual respect amongst the competition in the division, because for a while there it was just us and the Eagles. And now it really does feel like you're going to get some, even with the Giants, guys are going to be in the mix this year. Commanders got to hold on and hope that they can continue on with the success that they had last season, because obviously now there's expectations, and when there's expectations, them shoulders can get fucking heavy as shit. So let's see if y'all can pull that. It was impressive what happened with everything, how it came together for you. So you got to love that. With the Eagles, you're the nemesis. You're fucking Darth Vader at this point. You're the goddamn ball in the sky that we have to go after. So it's one of those things. But at the end of the day, we're just gonna find that sweet spot. We're just gonna blow you the fuck up. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice when an eagle breaks his wing. So it's just one of them things. I don't mean that way. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. That was too far.
I didn't take any. Yeah, I didn't take any personal.
Thanks for the karma. Thanks for the karma.
never wishing no injury upon no one. I don't care who you play for. But at the end of the day, man, it's going to be a very competitive year, and it's going to be one of those years where it's going to look like it could come down to the last few games of the season. And if we see these divisional games in the first half and in the last half, it's going to be very interesting how it all pans out, because it could come down to those last few games for all three of us.
All right. Mikey, give me your final thoughts, Mikey.
Well, first of all, thoughts and prayers be with my son, Kuiper AZ. He's doing good, but I got to thank God that he's okay, and I don't have to rush over there. It's a big intricate part of this show, and that's the serious notes. Is I want to have a big thank you to Danny, John, and the real McCoy over there, always showing love and always having this mutual respect. I'm sorry it's not returned. I don't know about all Darth Vader. You guys are just pebbles in our shoes, because we are the show and you are everything else. But aside from that, it is exciting because this year is going by and training camp will be here after this dead period. And before you know, the 100-degree weather, and then the sorry-ass All-Star break, sorry-ass baseball that happens, sorry Stanley Cup, then the real sports begin. So we're happy. Time is flying. Let's go Cowboys. And we'll see what happens. But I am excited. It's all jokes aside, I appreciate every one of you. And thank you, Stop Six Productions, for everything you do.
Stop Six Productions. Stupid. Hey, man, the big fellow's final thoughts is, man, I am so excited that the NFC East was on the show today. Man, we got to talk some damn football because, once that draft happens, it was that 100-day countdown to some real damn football, right? So that's the part I was excited about. And when Rue had the idea, man, let's get everybody on. Let's talk about the East. The rivals, we need to know. We need to scout the enemy. And thanks for the enemies, not really, literally, not literally. But thanks for the enemies for coming on the Cowboy podcast, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for doing this, man. But all I got to say is there has not been a repeat champion in the NFC East in over 20 fucking years.
That's real.
So enjoy it, KJ. Enjoy it.
You know how I know KJ Young? You know how I know KJ Young?
That mustache.
No, because he didn't immediately say, who was the one who did it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you.
When were you born? When were you born, KJ? 2009?
99.
99? Okay.
He was 4 when that shit happened.
He
was 4 years old.
I was a junior in high school, man. Shit.
I got married in 99.
He has a wedding cake in his freezer older than your ass, bro. What the fuck?
Just travel with it.
Hey,
No,
John,
but it's y'all. Y'all were the last ones to repeat. It was back in, I think it's 02, 03.
Oh yeah. Oh, you talking about the? Oh, I thought you talking about the.
It was 03, 04.
The East.
Oh, you mean for the yes? Okay.
The
we
East.
had like 4 in a row. Yeah, we had like maybe 4 years in a row.
No.
In the
Let's not get carried away, KJ. You were 4 years old.
All right, hey, throw the music on so we get the fuck out of here.
All right. So, man, like I always say, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Hey, Drewski and Cornelius. I mean, Odell Beckham was named in that fucking lawsuit too.
Bye.
Gross.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, let me give a big shout out to St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him? You see him?
The loyalists. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. Excited. Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction? I see it.
Hey, man. Hey,
videos, dancing.
Hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. Hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up sometimes. Yeah. In this first day of pad. Say, man, we all played, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth. This will tell you I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. I know we all co-hosts, but I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. Your ass always got to spread shit and eating wings and
motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mike. You ready?
5 years.
Calm down, Mike.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. welcome to the show. So hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You come out with that Whataburger In and Out one, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing to that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.